Hi everyone, I trust you are doing great. So this is a continuation from my previous video on what I personally think about envy and how it can be overcome. Now truth is, there are a lot of people who will not become successful, especially to the degree that they were supposed to be, especially to the extent that they were supposed to be successful. Not because they are not hardworking enough, not because they are not prayerful enough, and most importantly, not because God is not interested in making them a success, but because of where they already find themselves, because of the nature of their hearts towards those that are doing well, towards those who already have what they wish to have. Recall that I said in my previous video that if you ever find yourself in the place of envy, jealousy, resentment, unhealthy competition, or hatred towards someone that is doing well, that it is a very terrible place to be. Alright? Somehow I strongly believe that envy is not just an act, but a place. Because when you envy others, you unknowingly build a wall of limitation around yourself, and as a result, you cannot attract what you attack, and you cannot become what you confront. Alright, like I said before, we are only a reflection of what we celebrate. Now, rather than envy that fellow that is doing well, this will be the third point that I would recommend. Try as much as possible to convert your envy into motivation. And this is what I mean. That same result of that fellow that should have made you envy them, let that result make you feel motivated. That if this fellow could get this result, I can. If God could bless this fellow, God can bless me. If this fellow could do this, I can do the same thing. Do you know why? Because success can be replicated. Now, there's a popular saying that if God blesses your neighbor, it's an indication that God is in the neighborhood. You see? So it is a blessing when God blesses someone that you know. It means that God is in the neighborhood. That is not the time for you to start resenting. That is not the time for you to start hating. That is not the time for you to start envying that fellow. No, that is the time for you to position yourself to say that if God could help this person, God can help me. If this person could be lifted by God, God can also lift me. Because like I said, success can be replicated. What God does for one, He can do for all. Because God is not a respecter of persons. He's only a respecter of principles. Success does not respect people. It only respects principles. It simply means that if you do what they did, you will get what they got. Simple. So convert your envy into motivation. Let the success of others make you feel motivated rather than making you feel envious and terrible about them, because you cannot become what you attack. Alright, now this is it. You know, there are a lot of people maybe that are lukewarm, but on seeing someone they know that are doing well, that is doing well, all of a sudden they just jack up. Like the story I shared with us in my previous video, that when I got into school, I didn't have any aspiration, or maybe I wanted to graduate with a first class, or I wanted to emerge best in the department. There was nothing like that. I didn't have any of such aspiration. But as soon as success happened to my closest friend at the time, all of a sudden something got awakened in me. I mean, I didn't have any aspiration for success, like I want to have this, no. But as soon as it happened to my closest friend at the time, it kind of, awakened and triggered something in me. And, like we know the rest of the story, everything turned out well. So convert your envy into motivation. Let the result of those that are doing well make you feel motivated rather than making you feel envious. Now the fourth point that I will recommend to you is very easy point, which is the fourth point, is ask. Simply ask. Now when you see someone that is doing well, there's nothing wrong with going to them and ask them, how did you do this thing? Show me the way. With all sense of humility, with every sense of humility. There's nothing stopping you from going to them and asking them, what did you do? Because if you do what they did, you will get what they got. Don't forget the third point, convert your envy into motivation. And the last point for now would be go and ask. Humble yourself. If it's something you cannot, decipher on your own, if it's something you cannot figure out on your own, and you feel like there's something they know that you don't know, humble yourself, ask them, what did you do? Because if you do what they did, you will get what they got, because success can be replicated. God is no respecter of persons. He's only a respecter of principles. Thank you everyone for watching this video. I hope to see you next week in my next video. Thank you so much. It's your friend and brother here. Do have a wonderful one. Bye, bye, bye.